Welcome to the Tech Talk Forum on this great city with our host, Ivan Sutton.
That's right. All right, everybody, we're going to start. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Catherine, I'm going to leave you to check the door. Thank you for joining us for Tech Talk. All right, here we are. Today, I'm really happy to have Jeramy. Jeramy is doing, of course, he's the AI. When you think AI, you think either Renee or Jeramy because they're the only ones. I say I do AI. I don't do AI. AI should be, AJ. Ask Jeremy. Anyway, so but yeah, or ask Renee, right? So here we go. But before we do that, let's talk about what's happening today. Today, of course, we're doing this, and right afterwards, we're doing the dashboard training for anybody who wants to a refresher or anybody who is new. So if you know somebody who's new who hasn't been trained, send them up on the call starts at 11 o'clock and goes until noon. Sunday, we have our photo walk here at the Williams Cafe. We're starting at the Williams Cafe. There's a map that'll show you all the locations there. We have a number of photographers that are going to be here helping us out. We actually picked up a photographer yesterday. Bring the family. It'll be a great time. If you don't have a professional camera, just bring your cell phone and your love for photography. It looks like it's going to rain on Saturday and it's going to rain on Monday. Sunday's going to be sunny, right? So I'm still praying. Anyway, so Tuesday, we have the Mississauga Simply Networking event, and that's happening over there at Boston Pizza in Mississauga on Winston Drive. So that's what's happening next week. And then, of course, I want to remind everybody that Christmas Fest is coming up. Keep that on your calendar. And we also have the Opportunity Exchange that is happening at the Williams Cafe in Burlington. And that is so if you're a member, you still have to register. It's free for members, but you still got to register. So registration is on the website. And then, so just let me know so that I know how many people are coming. Yeah.
But that's supposed to be September 29th, correct?
28th. 28th.
So I went in the calendar this morning, and the only thing on the 28th is Catherine, and then the Burlington Simply Network.
Is that a fact?
That's a fact. I went this morning. I was looking for it because I saw the banner when I was when I was logging in. So just because, I was going to register, but I guess I just show up.
Just show up, yeah. No, I probably forgot to hit the active button, so I'll just activate the posts.
Yep,
My apologies, guys.
Just so
I was wondering, why is it that so few people have signed up for this thing? Probably because they can't see it. Okay. Also, I hope you guys have noticed that when you go into the Go Zone and stuff, there's a bit of a different look and feel. I don't know if anybody's been in the Go Zone, but we've been kind of spanking it up, making it much more appealing and easier to find things, right? So there'll be other things that are going to be added to the Go Zone as well, so that for members, especially when it comes to members getting to know other members and what member needs are. So we're going to be building that in. So if a member needs something desperately right now, I need printing, but I don't want to be paying the regular printing prices out there. Give me a good deal. Who do you know? I need somebody who can do this. I need to have more reach, so everyone's going to refer, Chandra, I need training from first aid. Everyone knows Catherine. I want it to be a place where people do back end interactions. Okay, so that's coming. So without any further ado, because I'm sure you guys are thinking, I don't want to hear you, man. I hear you all the time. I want to hear from Jeramy. So here we go. Jeramy, it's all yours.
Hey, can I say one thing before you start, Jeramy? Of
course.
Jeramy is fantastic. I've been working with him for now, I think it's been 3 weeks. And most of you in this call know how I feel about AI. And he is actually turning my corner on that and showing me the benefits of AI in a way where it can be helpful at the same time as not giving up my opinions about it taking over. But he's been absolutely wonderful because I keep forgetting to use it and he keeps prompting me. He knows his shit.
So are you telling me, Mimi, that if Jeremy was an advocate for electric cars, he could do something to Michael?
I
Not
don't
a
know.
chance. Not a
Oh
chance.
yeah. If he was if he was an advocate for electric cars, he
Yeah.
might be able to shift Michael's perspective just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay.
No, no, it's not going to work. As long as it's got a cord, for many years there, we were going
Oh
wireless and we were
my.
all trying to unplug. Now these guys want us to plug back in again.
That's right.
No,
But we plug in. We plug in with gas as well. We plug in. We're plugging
no,
in. Yeah,
we
yeah. We
just
gotta get.
stick it in and go. It
Yeah.
doesn't, it doesn't take an hour.
Anyway,
You can
okay.
have
All
as
right. This is.
many test drives as you like until you buy one.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Thank you, Jeremy. All yours. With that said.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. So today I wanted to really focus on like lead gen side because I know a lot of us are trying to find ways, how do we get more customers? How do I upsell or how do we even get names and numbers in my system? So I think all of us are in agreement. This game of making money is now leaning towards data. Whoever has name, numbers, and emails has the higher likeliness of making more money just because you can reach more people, especially being online. So for today, I'm going to show you guys the tools that we use internally, not only to onboard our customers, but also to get them to learn how to use it so they can manage their clients. I'm going to show you how we use that exact same tool to just do lead gen, to find customers and to find ways to reach out to them and building a sales funnel and a process just using AI. So I don't have to do anything. I just tell it what to do and it just does all the thinking and doing. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Put me.
And folks, I'm gonna have my camera off so I can do something, but I'm still here.
Okay, so everybody, whoever has Go High Level already, then you may have to upgrade your plan. If you haven't upgraded, you can just talk to me and I can just kind of guide you on how to use the tools. If you don't have access to the tools, then you'd have to upgrade essentially, or like I said, just contact me and we can figure that part out. So this tool right here is called Ask AI. This is like your executive assistant. The reason why I'm even showing the tools that I'm about to show you today is because it's all in one system. So a lot of us have emails, a lot of us have different platforms that we're using, different applications to manage things, different softwares, different MLMs for those that are already using AI. So like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude. This right here is to eliminate the amount of tools that you have to be using. So the very first tool we're going to use, which is the executive assistant, in my opinion, I think this is the biggest brain of the software. The second tool is going to be our automations. This is an AI that is built inside of here so that I can just tell it what I want to do with my customers. So an example would do if Michael is very, very against using electric cars, I will tell my AI, Michael hates electric cars. Let's create a follow-up sequence for the next 10 years to reach out to him without pissing him off and to start pushing electric cars to convince him. The AI will build that entire process out without me telling it any more details, without me getting in and doing it myself. And the very last tool is your developer. This is going to be a tool that I use to not only build my own site, but I also build things inside this tool to go and use it as a lead gen. So if I was targeting Michael, I will build a page that just benefits the reasons why you should shift off of gas to electric or consider doing a hybrid. And I build content here. I build a page dedicated to Michael's business so that I can just hammer him with the content. Because when you have data, how many times you stay in front of them is when they'll buy. So if we're only contacting our clients one time through a call, text, or email, it's not enough. We got to kick things up a bit. We got to be a little bit more creative. And that's what these tools are for. So the very first tool, and I'm going to show you the advanced one, we're going to have this AI tool go on Google Maps and find just businesses. I can just do roofers as an example. So I'm going to have it control my screen. I'm going to tell it what I want to do, and then I'm going to go into the other tools and start using those ones simultaneously. So I can do two things at the same time. Just like creating an email and then finding the person and the content all in at the same time. Now AI can just do all of it. So I'm going to go ahead and send a recording to it. Hello. So I want to go ahead and create a campaign where you will be going on Google Maps. You'll go on Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, and you'll search up roofers that have really bad websites. I want you to go and open up the websites, make sure they're not SEO approved, find just bad quality where we can sell them our product. I'd like for you to do 5 of them. After you've found the 5 clients that we want to work for on the roofing to pitch them, I want to create a sequence where we can email them, call them, text them, and email them. I also want to build a website that promotes our product to them, which is receptionists, call, text, and email through AI, and lead management and follow-up, plus a website. And I'm going to tell it what to do. Very light prompt. Okay, I think this is something that all of us would do, just without any extra context, just saying to do stuff. On the right side here, it's telling us what it's going through, all it's thinking through. You okay? Okay, perfect. Let's just give this thing a second to fully go through, and then I'll show you what it's going to be doing once it. There you go. Prospect hunting, outreach sequence, landing page. The outreach sequence will be email, call, text through the CRM. Hunting will go on Google Maps, Mississauga Roofers, find 5 weak websites. So finding the right clients that we want to work with. It just took over my browser. So if you look at the very top on my tab up here, it took over my browser and it's going to go and start Google Mapsing what I asked it to do. Okay,
wow.
so
And you're
now
watching it go through the process
go
right now. You're watching it do the thing in real time.
Real time. Yep, this is happening right now. So I can leave, I can go make some coffee, I can go and yell at my kids. I don't have any kids, but for those that do. So while it's doing that, I'm going to go back. Okay. Now I want to go and build a site so that I can target them. So I'm going to go back to my Ask AI, which is the main executive tool. And by the way, if you don't hunt down people on Google or any form of outreaching in terms of what's online, and you just have a list, we can do that same thing to the list that you have. So for example, Michael, if you have a list, and I keep picking on Michael, if you have a list of past customers and you're like, man, I don't know how the hell to get a hold of them, it's too much damn work. We can get the AI to just send them, hey, hello, or do you remember me? Just to get ourselves back in front of them. And that applies to anyone else's company that's maybe not connected to corporate, where you may not be able to use AI. So for like Catherine, anyone that has reached in your database from like 2-3 years ago, you can go to your Ask AI, say, hey, I'm going to give you a list. It's 500 people. I worked with these guys in 2023. They may or may not remember me. I want to send an email out to all of them, put a picture of my face on it so they know who they're talking to and to see if they remember me. Go. And it'll do it just by a list. So let's go ahead and build our site, because now I need to go and show these guys something so that they actually want to buy our stuff, because I can't just go and be like, hey, your site's bad. I got to go and be like, hey, this is my product. This is what's lacking in your business. Your business is lacking SEO. Your business is lacking a chat widget. Your business needs a easier communication line, and so forth. So let's go to my developer, and I am focusing roofing. Actually, yeah, roofing companies. Nope, I got a better idea. Too much typing, right? I agree with you. Let's go and open up another tab with our assistant. Okay, so I'm going to start a new conversation. I am focusing. Hey, I need you to make me a prompt for my web developer. My target is to focusing roofing companies that have really bad websites that are also not utilizing AI. And I want to create a website so when they click on it, they know exactly what I do for their business, niche specific. Ask me questions if you don't understand. That's a good one. Ask me questions if you don't understand. Because have you guys seen a video on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram where this Asian guy went to, he was just doing like a comedy one. He's just talking to himself as if the other version of him was ChatGPT, and he made a sandwich. He's like, all right, ChatGPT, cut my sandwich in half. And just like a normal sandwich, you cut it in between the 2 loaves of bun. But this AI went and cut it from the top, the long way. So the guy's like, no, cut my sandwich the other way. And then the AI just flipped it around and cut it the same length. So that is an indication that just saying something without full clear instructions just hurts what you're trying to accomplish, because the AI is just going to assume. Okay, now it's asking me questions. Which of the services do you want to highlight for roofing companies? A done-for-you built website, AI chat widget, missed call text back. Where's all of it? I prefer all of it. Let's just do this one here. Okay, what's the primary call to action on the site? Book a free strategy call. Let's do that. One-page landing. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's do multiple pages, because I know a lot of people like that one. What's the tone and vibe of design? Let's keep it a little bit warm and trust building. Last but not least, nope, just search online for a $1 million site. It's gotta look nice and pretty. We're gonna go back to my other Ask AI, my other AI tool that was doing the market research, and just check up on it. And look, it's still looking through. It's going through these sites and just analyzing it to make sure it fits our prospect. That you can do with your leads as well. So if you have a database, maybe it's stuck in your email and you just have a bunch of messages from this one person, you're like, oh man, I can't read it all. You can just upload it into your assistant if you already have the tool. If you don't, this is one that you can get. And you just tell it, you give it context. Here's all the information about this person. I need to find a way to reach back out to them. What did they buy? What did they last buy? What didn't they buy? Whatever the case is. So while that is still hunting for prospects, we're now going to build our site. So that way we have something to give them. For those that don't use site, for those that are not, oh yes, sorry, Michael.
So you said you upload files into this system.
Yep.
So if I had one of my calling lists and like I color code things in my notes section for each person, and I said, I want you to call all the people who have a, let's say, yellow coding in the notes section on that line. Would it be smart enough to know how to do that?
You asked two questions that I need to answer. So to answer your question, yes, it can determine the color coded. So as long as you're not giving it black and white, it'll know that yellow is yellow, red is red. So it can identify those. Absolutely. Second thing is doing calling in Canada. We're in the gray zone right now. Okay. So all of you that are hearing this, we're in the gray zone of doing cold calling, meaning that it's approved, but it's not approved. Or it's approved with high standards, with compliance is very strict on it. So yes, you can upload a list. Yes, you can get the AI to make the call. Yes, you can use this tool to make you the AI voice assistant to do the outbound call, to do the script, to do the following up. You can ask it to build it for you. So yes, the gray zone behind that from outbound calling for AI is that the AI must tell everybody that they're AI. That's it. That's one of the major compliance rules, is that when the AI makes an outbound call, they have to let the person know that this is calls recording and this is an AI cold caller, or just an AI.
So I could also tell it the ones that have a yellow coding in the notes box, that send those people an email.
Correct.
And
Your
not
AI,
send the ones that are, say, red, green, or other colors.
correct. The system is so intelligent where you can just tell it very specific things, such as every color that's yellow, they are getting a product of bananas. Every color that's red, they're getting strawberries. Create an email for all the color sequences and email them right away. And anyone that responds, I need you to notify me that they responded so I'm aware. Yes.
And that color coding can be in just one cell on the row, correct? It doesn't have to be
all mixed
across.
up. Yeah. Yeah, it can be all mixed up.
Because normally I have like one column, and it's the notes column. that's color coded. The rest of the entry is just, black on white text, right? The rest of the
I used to do
cells.
that too, and then I switched to numbers, and then it just made it so much easier to just filter it out. I made like customers that hated me, that told me never to call ever again, or else they're calling the cops. I put that as like 99. Alrighty, so look, it found us 5 roofing companies. Okay,
Thanks,
now
Jeremy.
I don't. Yeah, no problem. Now I don't. I'm a big person that likes to just diagnose things a little bit deeper instead of taking it face front. So when it's done hunting, I'm gonna ask it to go look them up on Google to check their Google reviews. Because if they have high Google reviews, it means that they're doing something good. If they have low Google reviews, either A, they're really good and just not asking for Google reviews, which we can help them with, or B, they're just not good and they need more customers, which AI can also do for them. Yes, Kanad. Sorry, did I say your name right?
Andrew, actually, it's a mistake there. I have to rectify that. So, Jeremy, basically, like when you're saying it can do some on the customer you just told, can it do the AEO, like what is missing there and things like that? Like whether they're coming on the chat GPTs and other AI models, LLM models?
Are you talking about marketing?
No, on the technical part, whether that, like you said, on the websites, whether they have schema missing, JSON, etc., that
Oh
kind of
yeah,
thing.
absolutely. Yep. So that's the
All you have
next.
to do is ask them question, is it? Yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to do that live on this call here. So once it's done configuring and finding everything for me, I'm then going to ask it to go and analyze the site and tell me what all the things need to be improved on. And then I can remake their site and just give it back to them. So I can switch my angle of earning this customer's business. One, I can sell it a solution, an AI solution, or B, I can just give them a better website, which is still the same thing. I just include all the AI tools involved in it. Now let's see what it's doing now. Okay, so let's read what its next steps are. Okay, let's pause it and let's go and let it analyze the site. Okay, so the 5 roofers you got, I need you to, actually, I'm gonna just say it, kick it new school style. Hey, so the 5 roofing companies you got, I need you to go and get me the business owner's name and look up the sites and give me the top 5 things that their site could be improved on and list them out for me. Go do stuff. Next one. Let's go back to our website. Okay, so just to show you guys my silly question was say, hey, I need a prompt for a web developer, help me out. Now it's giving me all the instructions, blah, blah, blah. Nobody has time to read all that. Okay, looks good. Give me a prompt so I can copy paste. Once it's done, I'm going to go and shove it in our website developer. So we go back to our other assistants so we can tailor our niche specifically for them. And I'm not sure if you guys are like me, but I'm always reshaping my product to make it more solidified. And when I say reshape, I'm just finding ways to make my product easier to digest, because being in the AI space right now, to getting customers to just see AI is just too wide. And there's too many tools to use within the AI space. So if you're still developing your product and you're just not sure which route you want to go, redesigning your website, utilizing your AI tools that you have here to help you define your product more will help you. Okay, these are not only just your workers, but they're also your thinkers too. Okay, so look, it's doing its thing. It's going to go find all the names of these owners so that way we're not shooting in the dark, because I don't want to pick up the phone and call one of these guys and I don't even know who I'm talking to. Alrighty. Now let's go ahead and build our site so we can guide our customers, so we can send them something instead of nothing. Keep in mind that all these AI tools with prompts that we speak of, this gets us to around 70% finished. Okay, so do I believe that AI can't do it all for you? Yes, I don't believe it can do it all for you, but I believe it can get you to 70 to 80% done. And that alone saves you months and months of weeks and weeks of work. So for me to utilize a tool that would take me maybe a month to do, of like 6 hours a day on, I can now just get AI to do majority of it, give it some customizations, some pictures, some prime details, and then ask it to throw it inside of it. So while it's building me a landing page for the roofers, let's go see what it says. Okay, so for the very first one, the Perfect Choice Roofing Mississauga, we have their website. The owner's name is not listed in public. It is a family-owned business. So that's going to be a tough one to reach out to them. And typically because it has info. Any company that has info typically is done something. There we go. Toronto Roof Repair. We have the owner's name. Leonid. I don't know if I said his name right. Confirmed on BBB business profile. Do you guys know about this one? BBB profile? For those that don't, I will show you. Whenever you're looking up businesses, you can go to this site here and you can just type it in and it'll bring you it'll bring up their business information, whoever worked there, whoever's currently working there. So this just helps a lot for verifying businesses. And great. So it looked up its website. These are the 5 things that I would approve on. So it's built on Wix. So for SEOs, a little bit of like a handicap. Completely outdated visual design. I didn't even look at the site. It's just giving me things that I can go and sell it on. AI visual score is 19 out of 100, so it's not AI driven. There's no chat, there's no MSS, there's no missed call text back because they don't have any outbound calls on their site. And their Google reviews are hidden from their website, which is massive because for roofing companies, you need Google reviews. People look that up. I don't just type in roofing and the top guy comes in and I just say, okay, that one. I check to see if their work is good. Here's another one, AZ Roofing. Hardeep. He's located in our area here, and he has a broken image on every page. Huge, because something's broken on his site, so people can't buy. No brand identity, spammy duplicate meta descriptions. So this right here would be a good prospect for me to go and focus on. Once I'm done, I can tell it, other than the first one, because, oh wait, no, let's do audio. Let's kick it this way. Okay, so other than the first one, because that one looks like a corporate, let's keep the rest and create a contact and tag it. Tag it roofing 2026 so that I can create a campaign to reach out to them. Okay, let's go check on our site. There we go, our site's done. For now, let's just dismiss this. All right, for a quick AI prompt, it's not bad. Could it be better? Of course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to tell it what I want to change. So instead of me going and just doing it myself, I'm going to go and tell it what I want to change. So I go back to my assistant. I just pasted the prompt. It looks okay. However, the hero, the front end part of the website, the top part, I don't see that it says that we help roofers. So I would like for you to give me a prompt that would pull out the pain points of why roofers are missing out on leads. Send. Okay, so this tool is going to be doing its thing. Let's go back. All the leads that we found other than the, so which one do you have here? Okay, yeah. So we're going to move these 3 because these 3 identifies it. So move all 4 into creating a contact in our system. So we got names and numbers now. We're going to pull them in our system. And then we're going to reach out to them. let's go back to our web designer. It's fixing up our prompt. Okay, let's copy that. Let's go back to our web developer, paste it. And the calendar invite, the times, the book here now, all this is connected to your CRM already. So once I just finish the website and I say, okay, connect all the booking links, it'll do it on the back end. Okay, this is done. Okay, now I need to build a pipeline and stages for these, as well as a workflow to reach out to them. And whenever they respond, I need an automatic responder to that as well. Our website just made some noise, so that means it's done. You're losing roofing jobs every single day, and your website is why. I like that. It's not too bad. This right here, I can customize. So again, it brought me up to around 70 to 80%. And then I just do little mini customizations. Be honest, does your website look like this? And then we can put examples of old websites. So let's go back to AZ Roofing. Let's go take a look at their website. Right, it looks pretty straightforward. It doesn't, it's all boxy and squarey. Not to say that it's bad, but it's missing that modern type. It's just missing that modern look. And I don't think there's a chat widget yet. No chat widget here. So meaning no one can ask questions. Hey, can you go out this far? Hey, do you guys work on Sundays? Those types of questions someone has to call in to ask for now. Once we get him switched over, if he does, now it's all in one system for him. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up our work prompt. So now our campaign is going to be called Roofing Outreaching 2026. It's going to create a pipeline. Inside the pipeline is all the new leads. Then when it does the automatic outreaching, it'll move it into the next stage, which is outreaching, and then so forth. So I'll show you what it looks like once it's built.
Jeremy, well, this is thinking, do you think you could answer some questions because the chat's like at 25?
Oh, I don't even see the chats. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I know you're doing a great job. But people are like wanting to ask questions. So Sarah, you had questions.
Yeah, whoever wants to just come off the mic and you can because that way I can do two birds, one stone. Now that because we're also running a little bit tight on time. But yes, anyone that has questions, feel free to shoot me. Not literally. Okay, so if there's no questions, I'm just gonna.
Is this an HTML site?
It can be. So this is all built right now through. Do you guys ever heard of Claude? So Claude uses an open server, and essentially you'd have to buy your own domain. Yes, you can buy your domain inside the system. In my opinion, I think it's cheaper, but you can also go to GoDaddy or wherever else you're getting it, and you just move over your URL, which is what I did. Like I didn't even buy my site in here, so like I'm not one of those ones. I should have though, but I ended up buying it through my domain, through my email, so I just went that route.
Can you have more than one domain? I guess with your profile?
Yes. Yep. And you can have multiple pipelines to accommodate those different businesses. So if one business is selling clothes, the other business is selling fruits, those two businesses needs its own process and where the lead lands and what happens next. Yes, it can be done in one account.
Okay. I'm asking questions that came up in the chat that I've been answering on your behalf. And I know you didn't ask me to do this, but I knew the answers. So I kind of just wanted to bring it a little bit to light. The other question that came up, and you might not be ready to talk about this at this moment, was the payment structure. So Chandra found the $97 US on probably on the site, and I had mentioned that with you it was 140 Canadian, but I didn't go through everything that it includes and all that other kind of stuff. So I just wanted to let you know you should look at the chats, flip through the chat
No
to
worries, no worries.
see a little bit about what I said. And if I said anything, I'm going to say this right now. If I said anything that was incorrect to people, I apologize, but I don't think I did.
It's all good, all good. I will answer all of them. So yes, when it comes to the pricing, it is 97. So mine is not more expensive or cheaper. I also charge 97. I was just doing conversions for certain people that want to just keep it Canadian, but it's still 97 USD directly from Go High Level. Now, going directly to Go High Level, you don't get anything. You don't get any support. You don't get any help. You don't get any AI tools. You essentially just get your account and then you have to hire somebody to go build inside of it. Can you go hire people in like Freelancer, Upworks, Fiverr, like getting VAs for like $4 or $5? You can. The problem is they're workers. So when you make a command saying, hey, go build me something, they're going to do a good job building it, but connecting it, the flow of how the AI communicates back, the whole structure of a sales process, that's what's missing. So for developers that understand the sales process, it makes the tools an enhancement to them. Whereas people that are developers, they just come and do things. Build me a site. Okay, but then they haven't connected your website. They don't even know, sorry, they haven't connected your domain. They didn't connect any of your payment processors. So there's many things that they may not do just because they don't know about it. They just know how to build. Okay, so it's going to be doing right now. We approved both stages. So first workflow is the first outreaching. The trigger is when the tag that each contact has says roofing 2026, it is going to send out an email pitch, cold pitch. Okay, this is my prospecting tool now, because before it was just pieces. Now this is my engine. I have a lead list, I have a workflow, and now I need to define the process so I can just have this on automations. So I don't have to wake up and do this anymore. So the very first day of moving that card over, which is your contact, it'll do a cold pitch. It'll wait 2 days. It'll do a call task, meaning the AI will do an outreach or I can do it. 2 days later, so on the 5th day, it'll send out a text follow-up. On the 8th day, so 3 days afterwards, it'll send out an email follow-up. I can extend this for the rest of the year. I can just say, hey, do it for the next 12 months. Workflow 2 is if any of them respond, so a customer says yes, no, maybe so, the first thing it'll do is it'll instantly acknowledge them back saying, hey, thanks for reaching out. Then determine if it needs to move to the opportunity to respond or to take off my list. And then it'll create a task for me to call within the hour. So if they respond saying, yeah, you know what, show me what you guys got, then I will get tagged saying, hey, this person's interested. This person says, screw off, message me again, I'll kill you. It'll move it to the no response tag, the blacklist, automatically. So all I have to do is just keep giving it names and numbers and emails. This will organize my backend. That being said, now it's going to go and build out my workflow. See, workflow list is loading. So it's going to go click on my workflows, which it already did. Okay, so like I said, I could have left and made some coffee. It opened up my workflow. I'm going to assist it so it can do things faster. Let's go here. And there you go. See at the bottom here, it's reading it. Maybe my thing's in the way. I want you to use the AI builder. Give it the prompt. Give it a little nudge. User wants me to use the AI tool to build things out. Perfect. It's going to craft a good prompt for the AI workflow builder with all the tags that it told me it wanted to do so that it can build this stage here. And let's go watch it do it. Let's go back to one of my tabs just to check on it. Oh, there we go. It's typing the prompt. Let's go check on our site. Let's see if that's good to go. Okay, now I'm just going to ask it for something else. The site is very wordy. Make it way less. I like the fact that it's telling me what it's doing. So that way I'm not sitting here in the dark being like, hey, what were you doing stuff? Hello? Oh, I see. So let's do this. Let's get in. Let's go to our tool. Try now. Oh, wait. There we go. It's working. So I just have to give it a little push. For those that don't do this part of the business, then you don't have to worry too much about this. But I want to find material to send to them. And I don't have material for them. So I'm getting this site here as a part of my material. Or I could have just taken their site and just be like, hey, I built you a better one. Can we talk? That kind of thing. I could have done either or. But I really and truly want to show you the back end here. Okay. Give me the prompt so I can copy paste. It even takes screenshots just to verify that it's in the right place. Alrighty, first outreaching prompt. Once I put it on to play and I activate it and I tell it, hey, do the process now, it'll start reaching out to them. So for the first workflow, let's plug this in. Paste my prompt. It's now going to do the first one. And then I'll go to my other one and paste this one right after. This is the automatic responder. So when they respond to me, I get notifications. I'm aware that they actually looked at it and responded. Because inside your system, and sometimes this happens to me over email, someone would respond and I just sometimes wouldn't get it. Or I would just get a bunch of them and it just let it pile up and I just forget about it. Whereas this, if it's specifically the lead that responds to the first outreach, it'll notify me on my cell phone. I'll get a text saying this customer responded. I'll get the system application on my phone saying, hey, they responded. And my system would go ahead and email me saying they responded. So it's actively finding ways to get me to notify that the business is moving.
Jeremy, while that's going through, Sarah asked a question, does it do anything else than this?
Let me pull up the chat here. Can it do anything else besides what he is showing? Like, what else does it do? So Sarah, maybe it might be that, I mean, there's so many things that can be done.
Mimi's answering. She answered pretty much what
Yes.
also did. Yeah, she's your ambassador.
Yeah, no, she's fantastic.
To pay her. You need to pay her. She's your ambassador. You need to pay her. She's on top
fantastic.
of it.
Yeah. So the answer is yes, it can do many things. It can help you with your social media. It is right now. Do you guys remember ChatGPT when it first came out? The images were not the highest quality, but it was kind of doing a big portion of things that need to be done. That's the stage that this tool is at, because we do use OpenAI, we do use Claude, and we do use quite a bit of other AI tools to make this up and functioning. So in a sense, this is the worst this AI will ever be at. This is like it can't go below this. It only gets better from here. So yeah, it can do many things. It can even do invoicing. That's what I get it to do too. So I'll set a calendar every 25th of the month. I get the AI to go review all my invoices to ensure that all clients are still active, and then to send them that invoice out automatically. And if they don't pay, to follow up with them in 2 days. And if they don't pay, follow up with them the following day. And if it lies on a weekend, to skip the weekend and to message them on the following day, like a holiday. So for example, this Monday was a holiday, and then it did everything on Tuesday. So things like that you could do for sure. Any other questions?
Jeremy, the social media, there were some chats on it. So I want to know, when it does social media through GHL, can we do video posts? Can we do carousel, or is it only image posts?
It's only image posts right now. So basically how the tool is being used is, if your product is simple enough, you can utilize this tool to make for scheduling posting, for your tags, for your comments, for pretty much just the post itself that can handle it. If you're doing videos, or your product is you have multiple products in one, such as I have a client that has what is that called? It is a candle. They do like luxury candles. They have like 15 different items. So for the AI to go and get every one of them accurate, it's unlikely. Or to do a bunch of them in one. But for someone like Cardine that talks a lot about financial facts, that's way easier, because then it can just pull that data up on Google and just copy and paste into here. So if your product is just kind of a little bit, you just have a bunch of products, it's a lot harder to utilize the AI.
And I'm going to jump in because I use video on my social media all the time, and for a client in Go High Level, I've been using it for a year. Now, I'm not using the AI to generate the video. That's the difference, right? So I have a YouTube link, or I'm uploading the YouTube video myself manually versus the AI doing it. But it's still possible to do video. I'm doing a video campaign for my client right now, where I have to do all the social media posts. He doesn't have AI with his Go High Level. I'm manually putting everything in so that he can see the videos. Sorry, Jeremy, but I just wanted to let people know they can still do video.
You're doing
Because
fantastic.
good to know, Mimi. Like, okay, I was always looking at tools which has got limitations, because
Yeah.
some of them don't allow carousel. Carousels do well on Instagram. But you see, image posts, the reach is very low, what I've been observing over here. So reels are more important. So I see a limitation on some of these AI tools. Integration. But anyway, I got to know that we can also add videos into that social
Yes.
media. Thank
So
you.
we're
Thank
allowing
you.
you to create. Then I would say we're in the beta side to that for video creation, just because the way this technology is set up, it's designed more so to manage your business instead of being your social media post manager, like video editor, graphic designer. It's trying to, but I think it lies better in it being a scheduler for your social media. So that way you create consistency. So it built out the first lead nurturing sequence. So that's the outreach. Oh, so let me save it before I move on to the responder. So save. So I know we got a couple more minutes here. So I'll try my best to make it quick. I'm going to go back to my AI builder. I went to my assistant, my executive assistant. I copy this prompt. Now I'm going to paste it so that it can start doing stuff. Go build stuff. Let's go check on our website. Yeah, I made it a little bit more cleaner. Go add roofing pictures in the entire site. So that way it looks nice and cute. Let's go check on our builder, see if it's done the flow. And once it's done, I'm going to go and start doing some outreaching. And if you have any questions at any time, just shoot it. You don't have to, because I'm not really looking at the comments, but you can just like raise your hand or just come off the mic and I'll just answer right away. For those that, again, those that are not doing cold outreach for businesses you find on Google Maps or wherever you want to look for them, like I did one for BNI. Do you guys know the BNI group? So I'll show you what I did for the BNI. I went and I asked it to go and look up the VAI Group in Toronto, pull out all the names, numbers, and emails, create a tag so I can do an outreach on them, and then label it VAI. This is it right here. So, see on the right side. So all these people, it's scraped. Any business emails or numbers, I told it not to put it. So I scraped it, and now I'm going to just do an outreach to them. The website just needs some noise. Let's take a peek. There we go. See, I added a little roofing image there. Another one there. Pretty cool. This requires our difference in the medians, so this we're gonna have to change that. Add in our pricing, which I did not give it. Our follow-up sequence is good. So let's go ahead and assign it to me, right? So when the customer responds, it gets assigned to me. Let's just fill this in the gaps here so we can move on. Save. There we go. So let's take a look at what it'll do on the first outreach. Lead nurturing sequence. When I take that list and I put it into this category of doing an outreach, the first email will be this. And I can change this, by the way. I came across a roofing company online and noticed a few things on your website that are costing you jobs. No widget, no missed calls. It did this all on its own. With follow-up, at VAI Systems, we build an all-done-for-you AI-powered website that is built-in AI receptionist, lead capturing, automatic follow-ups by email, text, and call, so you never miss a lead again. Would you be open for a quick 15-minute call? Quick shot in the dark. Once it does that, in 2 days, it'll move the lead over, notify me because I get busy, and it'll be like, hey, yo, Jeremy, call this guy today. And then that's my task for that day. 2 days after, it'll follow up again on my behalf saying, hey, it's Jeremy from VAI Systems Group. I sent you an email about automating your roofing leads. Automating your roofing leads. Are you open to a quick 15-minute chat? Reply yes, and I'll send over a time. 3 days later, if they don't reply, it'll send out another email. And then I can just have this going for the rest of the year. I can just extend it. I can go back to my AI and be like, hey, let's extend this for the next, I'll just do it right now. Let's extend this for 2 months. Let's go check on our pipeline so that way we know where the leads are landing. And if I'm moving too fast, guys, it's just because I'm trying to like crunch as much as I can in here. So our roofing pipeline is right here. Roofing Outreach 2026. The AI already did it all for me. It put all the leads here. Once I turn on that outreaching, it'll start reaching out to these 4 people. It had already assigned it to me. It already put all their information, their name, their numbers, where they are. And all I have to do is simply just press a button to turn it off. And let's go take a look here. Would you like to send a total of 2 months? Split evenly between all of it. And then
Renee
build it
put
up
up
for the
his
next
hand.
2 days. Yes, Renee.
Just quick question. So all these SMS messages, for example, that service, is that include with the payment of the monthly payment in high level, or is something that you pay somebody else for that service, like Twilio or something like that?
Excellent question. So this is how I like to view it. The vehicle is where I help supply with the hosting, which is the Go High Level itself, plus all the AI tools. And then you pay for your own gas, which is your usage. So the email that you send out, that has a cost associated with it. Same thing with the text, the calls, the AI building. So all that has usage cost. Right now, my highest customer spends about like $6-7.
Yeah, also you have to pay for the. So you are not provided with the number of emails that you can send with the program. You need to pay extra, is what I'm understanding, for the SMS and for the emails.
You got it. Yeah. You have to pay for your own texting, your own calling, your own emailing. So basically like 1,000 emails is like less than 3 cents. I think it's like 2 cents and something for like 1,000 emails.
Yeah,
I see.
just to let you know, Renee, that was my first bill, right? They took $10 my credit, and then I think Jeremy showed me where it was when we were talking, and I spent 2 cents, and I had developed all my 3,000 contacts into a whole bunch of pipelines.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and that's all it cost me was the 2 cents.
Yep. Pretty cool, right? And it gets it done. And as soon as it's right inside your system, you just go back to your executive assistant and you be like, hey, I gave you a list, email them now. And it'll do it. Alrighty, so that lead engine, now I just need to stack up the front part. Just keep loading names and numbers with roofers, and it'll keep blasting them and follow up with them for the next 2 months.
That's amazing.
Thank you, everyone. Any questions?
Yes, Sarah, do you have any more questions? Because you had lots of curiosity too.
Nope, I got Mimi answering them, so I'm pretty
Oh.
good. And so yeah, no, I'm okay. This reminds me a lot of the one I was watching, like I was saying to Mimi, the one I was watching. They had a 3-hour summit, I think it was in the States. It's called the AI for Business. So it reminds me a lot of that. So I don't know if you're familiar with that, Jeremy.
I've done a
It's
few
called
here in
AI for
Canada.
Business. Look it up
in Canada here, there's like an AI convention center that happened a couple of weeks ago. I get
That's-
invited to those.
Okay, so I think it's that one. Yes, there was one.
Yeah.
Where
They did
was
another
it?
one in Miami. Is that
No,
the
it
one you're
wasn't
talking-
Miami. It was something else. It was somewhere else. Like a couple
I
months
know
ago.
they did one in Toronto though. Yeah, they did one in Toronto here, and I get invited to those every year, but I'm not in Toronto right now.
So yeah, so Jimmy, it reminds me a lot of, because he went through exactly the same thing. You can also use LinkedIn as well.
Correct. You can do the
And generate people from LinkedIn. He was showing us he generates things from LinkedIn, and then they actually email people. So it's the same exactly the same thing. So yeah, but it was US money, so it was a little bit more than what you're charging. So but it's this. Sorry?
Ivan, you're on mute if you're saying.
Sorry, I want to wrap up quickly because we're at the time. But listen, if you want to stick around, right? I just have to wrap up because of the show, right? But stick around. Jeremy, you have a few minutes to stick around too, right? If you have additional questions. So thank you everybody for joining us for Tech Talk, and don't forget the events happening this weekend, etc. This weekend, of course, the photo walk, and of course, don't miss Monday morning coffee. Invite people to morning coffee. You know, if you know somebody in business, definitely invite them to come. Let me know so that I can send them a guest invite. And then, of course, next week we have two networking events: Mississauga on Tuesday and Guelph on Thursday. All right. Thank you, everybody. And I'll stop recording now.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Okay, thanks, Jeremy. See.